in biology try to understand the cells, the millions of cells in our body, and we look inside of them. We see that they are made of thousands of molecules that interact with each other. This is so complicated that the human mind has never faced such a complicated story. In fact, it's each of these proteins, molecules, has relationships with several others, and biologists use language from theater in order to understand this. Like, this protein loves this protein and hates that protein, and there's love triangles formed, etc. So we use theatrical and language in order to try to understand this chemical world. And trying to understand a story with 1,000 characters is impossible. And no novelist, even the best novelist, can't give us a real understanding of a village with 1,000 people at the same time. So in our lab, what we've tried to do is to discover inside this big story small stories with 2, 3, 4 characters. There are, like you say, like leitmotifs that they occur again and again and again inside this village of 1,000 of proteins. But they're important stories. They're stories which, if you understand them, and we certainly with our theatrical mind can understand the story with 2, 3, and 4 characters very well, put together the story of the whole village to a good approximation. And what we've discovered is that the number of small stories is in fact quite limited, and so we can find in the cell recurring patterns of interactions with 3 or 4 proteins that occur again and again and again, just a handful of them, and in this way build the basic dictionary or language to understand how these complicated networks of interactions work based on simple patterns.